Holy smokes. Welcome to College Football's Peek Around the Corner post-game for the noon games Eastern Time, Week 4 college football. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you love college football, if you love everything about college football, please subscribe to our channel. Smash the like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to be a PATC legend. Clemson, Florida State, 8 minutes to go. Clemson just had to punt the ball. Florida State has the ball. 1st and 10. It's 24-24. It was 24-17. Heading into the fourth quarter. A couple of minutes left to go in the third quarter. Clemson was driving. They were at the 30-yard line of the Seminoles, 31-32. And number 4, boom, the linebacker, the 6-year linebacker, 5th-year linebacker, bam, on a blitz that was not picked up by the Clemson's running back. Klubnik fumbles the ball. Number 4, Kalen DeLoach scoops it up, scoop and score. And now it's 24-24. This is a post-game live show. We're going to open up the phone lines. We're going to open them up right now as we're watching the end of this game. You can talk about anything in college football. But mostly, we're focusing on the noon games, noon Eastern games, Cincinnati, Oklahoma, Michigan, Rutgers. Those games look like they've been decided, especially the Michigan-Rutgers game. This is the game right here. This is the marquee game of the noon games, and it's lived up to the hype, 24-24. And I got to say, Cade Klubnik, he's played his heart out today. He has made some plays I didn't think he could make. And he's kept Clemson going. The running game has struggled a little bit. They got it going a little bit here late in the second half. But struggling for the most part. And he's kept them in the game. Thank you, Architect. I appreciate it. You are not afraid. Let's watch the end of this game together. Jordan Travis, Florida State's got the ball, 24-24. I'm going to open up those phone lines right now. You can call in if you want to talk about what's going on here. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. The number is 763-260-1333. Post game, of course, the game's not over yet, but we're going to always start these post games about with 30 minutes left to go in the game that we're focusing on. And of course, it has to be Florida State and Clemson. Florida State has lost 7 games in a row to Clemson. This is it for the Seminoles. This is it. This has got to be the time. Bomb. Incomplete. Incomplete. It's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 with 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go. Let's take a look here. Oklahoma 20. Cincinnati 6. Syracuse 29. Army 10. Texas A&M has a 10-point lead over Auburn. Troy 20-17. Kentucky whips up on Vanderbilt 38-13. Marshall defeating Virginia Tech 24-16. Charles Huff is doing it again. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Travis, shotgun, single back. The snap. He's get flushed out. It's completed, but he's a yard short. Johnny Wilson is a yard short. There's a flag. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what's the call here. Stephen McNeely, Oklahoma needs to score again to cover. Kyle Visser, yes, there's a flag. What's going on here? What's the call? What's the call? Ooh, do we got a holding? We got a holding on the right tackle. Yeah, Tony, I mean, my goodness, Virginia Tech lost to Purdue. And Purdue, That's, and we all acknowledged that before the season started that Purdue was going to be a team in total transition this year. It's 3rd and 19. Florida State deep in their own territory. 24-24. Clemson trying to get the ball back here. A timeout. A timeout was called. Clemson called the timeout. Yeah, Virginia Tech, man. That is not a good football team. That is not a good football team. Rutgers gave Michigan a little bit of a run here deep in the 3rd quarter. It was 17-7, Michigan, and Rutgers was going for it on 4th and 2nd. And they ran a bubble screen to the receiver. Michigan picked it off. It was a pick 6. And then that was the ball game. That was the ball game. Michigan's defense is very good. Michigan's defense is very fast. And you can see it, man. And Tony, the Gophers, they play Michigan in a couple weeks. Yeah, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Holy smokes. You got that right, Clinton Moses. We are on a commercial break. This is the post-game show. Florida State, Clemson. We are in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 19. 3rd and 19. Florida State deep in their own territory. If they don't get a first down, they're going to have to punt it. Clemson's going to get great field position. And I got to say, I'm sorry, but let's take a look at the box score. Cade Klubnik, look at the 21 of 31 for 262. Doesn't tell the whole story. I mean, he made plays out there today that I did not think they could get out of him. Phil Maffa, very good RB2 for Clemson, 10 carries at 69 yards. But the most important play was he missed the block. He missed the block on Kalen DeLoach, the 5th-year linebacker, comes in, smokes Klubnik. Klubnik fumbles the ball. So DeLoach gets a sack, a fumble recovery, scoop and score touchdown to tie the game at 24-24. But Klubnik's had a good... Tyler Brown had a good game until he got injured. He had a shoulder issue early in the game. And Florida State's rushing 17 carries for 22 yards. Again, Clemson, yes, I believe they have slipped, but that defensive line is still elite, playing at an elite level. Let's take a look here. Jim Reese, Terps versus Spartans. Greg, who do you have in this game? Maryland. Maryland without question. Without question. Yeah, I saw that. Texas A&M, 20, Auburn, 10. Sack. Clemson's going to get the ball. Florida State's going to have to punt the ball. Clemson's going to get great field position. Holy smokes. Number 4, Florida State is in danger. 7:39 to go in the game. That was a sack. A 3-man rush. Clemson with a 3-man rush. 3-man rush. No blitzing. They got to the quarterback. Not good. Not good. The right tackle, Florida State, number 63, has been struggling all game long. John, Purdue lacked conviction last night, Greg. Well, and they also had, unfortunately for the Boilermakers, they had me, the fat guy from Minnesota, taking Purdue Boilermakers plus 5.5. So that was the albatross, John, that Purdue Boilermakers could not shake off. They did not look good. Again, first year head coach. You know, I don't think you can take it as a serious indication of where the program is heading. Just for the 2023 Purdue Boilermakers, it is not pretty. John, thank you once again for your continued generosity to this channel, helping us keep the lights on here and peek around the corner. I thank you very much, John. Thank you so much. Wolverines did pull away in the end. Clay Klubnik back to pass. Collins, who's becoming a pretty good possession receiver for Clemson, number 80. I don't think he can take the cap off the defense down deep, but he's playing pretty good. Winner of 10 of the last 11 meetings have gone to the ACC championship. K. Klubnik goes down. It's third down. I don't know what happened there. What happened there? Ooh, the running back, Shipley, knocked it out of his hands. He covered up on it. Not good. Third down, 3rd and 6. Clemson wants to keep the ball. They got to keep the ball. They got to get a first down here. We're at about midfield, 3rd and 6. Kyle, I was 11-9. 11-9 against the spread going into this week. So far, it hasn't been pretty. I got the Kentucky win, but I've got a couple losses. So far this week, it has not been good. 11-9 going into this week. Not bad, not good enough. Looks like I might be getting back to 500 at the end of this week, which, of course, is losing when going against the spread, going against the, in this case, the pretend juice. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Klubnik back shotgun. Single back. Blitz. All out blitz. Tries to throw it to the hot route receiver, Collins, but he's covered. Wow. Ooh, they got a flag. What are they calling? They're calling interference on Florida State. Whoa! Whoa! They calling that on green. No, 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 no. The receiver can barely stand up. He's stumbling. Whoa! Whoa, ladies and gentlemen. No, 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 no. No! Collins, he wasn't even expecting the play. He knew he was stumbling around. They got their hands on each other. What are the announcers saying? You get your 5-yard. Collins stumbled into him. Whoa, 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 whoa. The receiver stumbled into Green. Collins stumbled into Green. Well, you know, look, if you've been watching this show, we rarely talk about a referee's call. In any particular singular referee's call. Bad, bad, bad call. Holy smokes. Oh, we got controversy. We got controversy. We got controversy. Greg using his heart, not his head. And some of these picks this week, I'm guilty. I'm absolutely 100% guilty. I am ashamed of myself for taking Purdue over Wisconsin. But I do think Penn State's going to cover over Iowa. That is heart and mind. But yes, I screwed up on the Purdue game, and I absolutely deserve that comment from Moth Prof. That was a good call. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I got to find that song. Where is that song? You know what? I lost the song. That was bad. That was bad.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my
Collins
mind.
stumbled into Green.
Everybody in the world blind. Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the base.
Wow, wow, wow. Mike Norvell can't believe it. I can't either. And I can't believe the TV guys think it was a good call. The Florida State Money Perch impacting your interest. Tony says the TV guys think it was a good call. That was a terrible call. Terrible call. Who are the TV guys? Holy smokes. I gotta check Twitter on this. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I can't be the only one who believes that was a terrible call. That was... Well, I don't know. Now, if you haven't been following this game, good afternoon, Buckshot Kid. That was a terrible call. Someone agrees with me finally. Clemson's kicker wasn't even on the roster. He was still going to school at Clemson. He's been with the Clemson program for 3 or 4 years. Never really got to kick so much. He's already accepted a job. He was still taking online classes. Clemson's kicking game was so bad they called him in this week. He came down. He kicked for Dabble Sweeney and the coaching staff. He went 7 of 8. They decided to bring him in to go and be the kicker for Clemson in this game. and he made a shorter kick today. So we're at 24-24. If Clemson gets stopped here, they have to go for a field goal. This game could be decided by their kicker, who wasn't even on the roster last week all season. And when he was on the roster, he wasn't good enough to be their starting kicker. But he was still taking online classes. Dabble Sweeney, one of his sons, called this guy up and said, come on in. Let's try it out. Cade Klubnik gets tackled. I'm not even sure if Clemson will even try for a field goal unless it's really short distance here. Call it like you see it, Greg. Yeah, that was. Look at Clemson's receiver, Collins, number 80. Look at his reaction at that play. He was upset with himself because he stumbled into Green, number 8. He wasn't even looking for a flag. He was he was upset with himself. And the pass, of course, was nowhere close to the receiver. Uh-oh, we got a 3rd and long. We got a 3rd and long at Florida State's 25-yard line. DeLoach is making another big-time tackle. Nathan Campbell, TCU 34, SMU 17. TCU gets the Iron Skillet. Congratulations to the Horned Frogs. TCU wins and cover. The Architect, absolutely awful. The kid fell out of his break. Oh, big time throw by Cade Klubnik. Big time throw. Wide open. Clemson is deep within the red zone. Oh, he just got separation. Big time separation. Clemson, 253, 252, 251. Tyler Brown, who got injured early in the game, he's causing some issues today for Florida State. First down, Tigers. Seminoles about to get clipped. Okay, nothing there. Second down. Thank you for coming in to Seminoles Tigers post game. Live show. Give us a call. 763-260-1333. Talk about the game. Talk about what we're seeing. Of course, after the game, this is a live show post game. 2nd and 11. We got a fake double reverse. I'm not sure what the heck happened there. Incomplete. 3rd and 11. It could be coming down to the field goal kick by Clemson's kicker, who was not even on the roster until this week. Third and 11. 3rd and 11. 24. Cade Klubnik. Shotgun. Single back. And he's going to run it. Oh, he almost got away, but he got tripped up. 13-yard line. It looks like Clemson's going to have to kick the field goal. We're looking at a 30-yarder. A 30-yarder from a kicker who wasn't on the roster all year until they had to call him up, number 41. What a story. Jonathan Wheats. Oh, what a story. What drama. Now, Florida State called a timeout. So no matter how this goes, Florida State's going to get the ball back. A chance to win it in regulation. No matter how this kick goes, he made his first kick 30 yards. There's his family in the stands. They are in strict panic mode. The mother is out to the far left of your screen. She's got her head down, glasses. Jonathan Wheats, not on the roster until they called him up, taking online classes. He was in the program. He was in the program earlier. There's a minute 49 to go. 29-yard attempt. Baby, this is college football drama. College football drama. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's no good! No good! No good! Oh no! No good. Clemson's field goals kicking. Well, I mean, you can't blame this guy. He really yanked that. Holy cow. Holy smokes. Bad series of execution and calls from Renee. Karma for the bad call. Earl Taylor comes in. Wow, 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 wow. I cannot show the game. Now, I don't know what you mean by that, Jay Go Blue. I cannot show the game on my YouTube channel. That would be a copy strike to where I would lose the ability to do this college football show. The best I can do is just react in real time. We're all watching it. Oh, what a catch! Johnny Wilson, 6'7", long arms, snatches that ball. Holy smokes! Oh, what a catch! Florida State, 1st and 10 at their 47. They got plenty of time. Time should not be the issue. Time should not be the issue. Amax is holy moly. Holy cow. Don't run it. Don't run it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Throw that ball out. Settle down, everybody. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Give us a call. 763-260-1333 post game. Seminoles Tigers, number 4 in the land. Florida State is trying to escape Clemson. Travis back to pass. Incomplete. We got a 3rd down and 10. I like the call. Throw it up to big old Johnny Wilson. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. If Florida State doesn't make this, 1st down, they're going to have to punt it. And we're going into overtime. Rick says, please, no overtime. We got to get it on with the Ducks. We got to get it on with the Ducks and the Buffaloes. 3rd and 9. Jordan Travis, all alone, shotgun. All alone, shotgun. The snap, back to pass, in the pocket, slings it. 1st down to Johnny Wilson. 1st down, Seminoles. 1st and 10. Back to pass. Get rid of it, young man. Get rid of it. He got rid of it. He got rid of it. And he got hit. Jordan Travis paid the price to stick in the pocket. 2nd and 10, 29 seconds to go. How many more yards does Florida State need to do here to get a field goal attempt? How many more yards? How many more yards? Ryan Fitzgerald, 4 of 4. 48 yards is his long for the year. Obviously, Florida State has the advantage in the kicking game. They need about 9 more yards, according to what we're seeing on the field. Back to pass, incomplete. Trying to go to Coleman. 3rd and 10. Once again, need a play. Florida State needs another 3rd down completion to try to win this game in regulation. Interesting. There's not a whole lot of time. If they don't get it here, should they go for it on 4th down? Let's just see what happens here. Jordan Travis, Shotgun again. Nobody in the backfield. Empty backfield. The snap. He's got flushed out. And Johnny Wilson couldn't hang on. We got a 4th and 10. We got a 4th and 10. Tony, Oklahoma 20. Cincinnati 6. That's the final. Cincinnati Bearcats did not cover. That's another loss for the fat guy from Minnesota. Woo! I lost that by half a point, I believe. 4th and 10. Okay, they're going for it. They're going for it. They're going to go for it. They're going to let Clemson have another offensive play if they don't make it here. Clemson calls a timeout. Clemson is calling a timeout. Do you agree with what Florida State's doing here? I do. I agree with the move. Because if they don't make it, there'll be about 9 or 8 seconds left. Clemson will have one offensive play. They can't throw it into the Florida State's end zone. Clay Klubnik doesn't have that type of arm, and Clemson doesn't have a reliable field goal kicker. So I agree with Florida State doing this. One more, doing it on 4th down. Doing it. Right? Might as well. Errol Taylor says, yeah. Yeah, I think this is the right move. As crazy as it looks, Tony says he agrees with Florida State. I think Emory Jones has come down to earth for Cincinnati. Greg, are we using the game time spreads on our picks or the times we made the picks? The line doesn't change. I mean, it does, but not for us. When we made the picks, so I lost by half a point. I believe I did anyways. Here we go. 4th and 10. Now you got to make a first down because this is 4th down. So you got to go beyond. Oh, he jumped way too early. Coleman jumped way too early. We have an injury on the field. Wiggins is down. Coleman jumped way, way, way too early on that throw. Way too early. Coleman. Yeah. Okay. What do we got now? What do we got? Clemson's going to have the one more offensive play call here. And then we're going in overtime. So post-game, PATC post-game is turning into coverage of a live. This is turning into a watch party, which is fine. We've done a lot of watch parties at PATC. Earl Taylor says, I like Florida State's chances in overtime. So do I. So do I. I do have to, once again, tip my I got to give Cade Klubnik a lot of credit, though. Oh, that's a tough injury. Wiggins, tough injury. Leg injury. Tough to see that. The phone lines are open. Give us a call, 763-260-1333. Now, usually I open it up for you to talk about anything college football, but let's keep it to this game, Clemson and Florida State in particular. So if you want to call, talk about what you think is going to happen, talk about what is going on, give us a call, 763-260-1333 post-game. Yeah, you hate to see it. Now, what do you do here for Clemson? You don't want to do all these laterals and stuff. You don't want a defensive touchdown. Just give it to Shipley. See if he can break it 60 yards. Yeah, they gave it to Shipley. And we are going first down. We are going in overtime. Clemson doesn't have any more timeouts. Overtime it is. The number 4 Florida State Seminoles versus Clemson Tigers. Florida State 3-0, trying to beat Clemson for the first time in 8 tries. Florida State trying to command the ACC conference race. Them and Duke. Now, Duke plays at Florida State a couple weeks from now. I don't remember the date. Circle it. Whenever you figure out that date, circle the calendar. That's going to be a big one. Duke at Florida State. This is a big game. This, like John D., a Seminole caller that we get here at Peek Around the Corner, and what he said last night, this is the game for Florida State. This is the game for Florida State. I mean, if they win this game and then lose another game along the way and then win the ACC championship, let me rephrase it. If Florida State wins this game in overtime, and then they should happen to lose a game during the season, but then win the ACC championship, they got a very good shot at getting to the college football playoffs. But they need to win this game. They need to win this game. And it's a psychological thing for Florida State. They've lost to Clemson 7 straight times. Florida State wants to be the top dog in the ACC once again. They're absolutely stacked. They're absolutely stacked, but Moen Vision, Mr. Buckeye, brought up a very good point on the Big 12 Rival show last night. He said, look, we can talk about Florida State all we want, but Dabo Swinney is the guy who has led Clemson to all these ACC championships. Dabo Swinney is the guy who has led Clemson to win the national championship multiple times. It's Dabo Swinney who has led Clemson to 7 straight victories over Florida State. As well a job as Mike Novell has done for Florida State, he has not done those things yet. So this would be a psychological breakthrough, not just for the 2023 Florida State team, but the Florida State Seminoles football program. But they got to do it. They got to do it. They got to win this game. And of course, okay, we got a second down. There's something strange going on with my, there we go. Something strange going on with my OBS here. There we go. I think we're okay. Second down. Oh! Touchdown! Coleman! Touchdown! 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 Holy smokes! Keon Coleman, the transfer from East Lansing, Michigan State, hauls it in. That time, the young man did not jump too soon. Big play. Jordan Travis to Coleman. The kick is good. Now Clemson's going to have to answer back. Now let me pose this question. If Clemson does score a touchdown, Do they go for 2 points? Do they leave it for the kicker to try to tie the game? I would just go ahead and go for 2 if I was Clemson. What a catch. Great catch. Earl Taylor, Jim Reese, A-Mac, Tony. Holy smokes. Wow. 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 Tony says Clemson should kick it if they score a touchdown. Shipley, did he get it? Incomplete. Incomplete. Second down and 10. Clemson needs to score a touchdown and convert the extra point or go for 2. Welcome in to Peek Around the Corner post-game show. Post-game show, Clemson, Florida State. Florida State finally has the lead in this game. They got it in overtime, 31-24. They handed it off. Big time run. Big time run. Is that Mufa or is that Shipley? That was Shipley. Big time run. Holy smokes. Anthony, seems like I missed a good game. We did not do a watch party. We're doing a post game. It became a watch party because this game has been so exciting and drama filled, and now it's 3rd and 1. What was that? What was that play call? Get the first down, just give it to Shipley. You don't throw that sideline pass, that flat pass on a... I don't understand that play at all. Come on, Garrett Riley. Not a good play call. Not a good play call. Here's 4th and 2 for the game. 4th and 2. Clemson's got to get a first down right here, right now, or Florida State's going to be Clemson for the first time in 8 years. Clemson back to pass. It's been deflected. The game is over. Florida State Seminoles have survived. 31-24 in overtime. The number 4th ranked Florida State Seminoles. They did it. They did it. They faced adversity. 2 different types of adversity. One, they played a clunker of a game in Boston College. This game, they played a fired up Clemson team that still has elite talent, especially across the defensive line. Kay Klubnik played a good game for Clemson. Florida State, scoop and score, ties it up. Clemson missed a field goal. Florida State comes back and Keon Coleman jumps up at the right time and makes another big play for Florida State. Florida State now 4-0. 4-0. Big game at home against Duke in a couple weeks. They are on their way. Holy smokes. Richard Dabo has been out coached. A&M wins 27-10. Dabo done? I don't think he's done, but I got to tell you something. What the heck was that? What was that 3rd and 1 call? Shipley just ran over Florida State. Give it to him again on a 3rd and 1. Give it to him twice. Florida State's not stopped. What are you throwing that flat pass for? There's no way that pass, that play, if that was Garrett Riley, come on, man. You're better than that. What are you doing? It doesn't make any sense. 3rd and 1 and you threw the ball twice right after Shipley ripped a 9.5-9-yard gain. Worst play call of all time. I don't know about that, but holy smokes. Garrett ain't no Lincoln. That's what Kyle Visser's saying. Terrible play call on 3rd and 4th. That was terrible. That was terrible. Jose, horrendous play calling. Dabo's not doing the play calling anymore. It's Garrett Riley. Terrible. Post game, give us a call. You can talk about anything college football. The Oregon Colorado game coming up next. You can talk about Texas A&M. Maybe Jimbo Fisher. Maybe they got something going on there. You can talk about Oklahoma basically shutting down Cincinnati's offense. Give us a call. 763-260-1333. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button if you like our content. Share the video with their family and friends. If you want to donate to help us keep the lights on here in the studios of Peek Around the Corner, just hit that $, the comment, make a comment, and we'll get to it as fast as we possibly can. Where's your scoreboard? This is not a watch party. This is a post game. We're going to talk about anything college football, especially with in regards to the noon Eastern time games that were just played. And we're going to be doing another post game starting about 9:30 tonight, talking about the big games, Penn State and Iowa, all the big games. Of course, the Buckeyes and the Irish and Alabama that's going on right now versus the Ole Miss Rebels. So we're going to be doing 2 post games. One right now, one later on at 9:30, 10 o'clock. Or, yeah, somewhere around that time. 3rd and 1, and you run a parallel play to be to the line 3 yards. Yeah. That was terrible. Terrible play call. Caden's dad, wow, Florida State is good, but not as good as I thought. Keep climbing. This is a big psychological breakthrough. Big psychological breakthrough for Florida State. They've lost, 7, 8 in a row? They had to climb the mountain, and they did it. They did it. Now, they did not dominate. It was a scoop and a score. Clemson was about to put the nail in the coffin. It was 24-17. They were at the Florida State's 30-31 yard line, and the Kalen DeLoach, number 4, the linebacker, comes in. It smacks Cade Klubnik. He fumbled the ball. Then number 4 picked up the ball and ran it in for about 70 yards out. A scoop and a score. That tied the game for Florida State. That tied the game. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. No, Richard, I won't be able to do a watch party for Colorado and Oregon, but we're going to be coming on later tonight. We'll talk about Colorado in Oregon. We'll talk about all the games. 2 bonehead calls in overtime by Clemson. I will take it. The architect, Dabo, and the crew overthought those last 2 snaps. Give us a call, 763-260-1333. Where do you think Clemson goes from here? That was their second ACC loss this year. They've lost to Duke. They've lost to the Seminoles. 1 on the road, 1 at home. Where do you think Florida State, what do they do with this win? What do they do with this win? I think they march on. I think Florida State, with that big psychological victory, more than anything else, if this is a breakthrough moment, every program has it, on their way to elevating themselves. Florida State is going to be on the march to get to the ACC championship game. And I think the Seminole fans have got to be pretty excited. Pretty excited. Let's take a look. Clemson, still a top 20 team. I agree. Now, in the offseason here, we talked about the Clemson slippage and the Alabama slippage. They're both still going to be very good teams, but you're going to see their slip just a little bit more, and I think you're seeing that playing out so far this year. Now, Alabama and Ole Miss are starting up right now. we'll take a look at the scores. Just give me a moment here. Utah is already up 7-0 against UCLA. Utah is already up 7-0. I have no idea. What was that, a kickoff, run back for a touchdown? Did Utah bring it back on a kickoff?
Call from
JD.
JD, holy smokes. Big psychological victory for the Florida State Seminoles. How are you feeling, sir?
I'm very frustrated, but I'm thankful for the gift. I was going to call and take the L because I lost faith right after halftime that we were going to win. I've told you I'm a big Mike Norvell fan, big Jordan Travis fan.
Yeah.
Their play calling right now is off, and it's off bad. I mean, the last 2 to 3 weeks. You know, players played with a lot more energy than they did last week, you can tell. In today's college football, it's hard to keep really good teams, and Clemson is a lot better than an unranked. They're a top 15 team. They are. We still should have won by 17 points. I mean, I'm not discounting the effort. They played a great game. Clemson played a great game. They only made really 2 big mistakes. You know, the missed blocking assignment that was a scoop and score, and then the kid missed the field goal. I mean, yeah, there were mistakes throughout the game, but I'm talking about the 2 crucial errors. Both of them cost them the game.
I thought Cade Klubnik did things that I didn't think he could do in that game. I thought he played his best game.
He absolutely did, and the Clemson defense played great. The FSU offense, they cannot get out of their own way right now. It's like there's so many choices they can't decide what they want to do.
Yeah.
And they're not using the short passing game at all. They feasted on the short passing game last year. It's there.
Yeah.
It's just Jordan keeps trying to throw a ball 20-plus yards downfield constantly. And see, I'm not a bomb thrower. I'm not an overreactor. You know, usually last year when we were going through our struggles, I was frustrated, but I understood. You know, and if we'd have lost to LSU, if LSU was just better, but I don't know. They're just off. And Mike calls such a good game normally.
Yeah.
I can't tell. See, on so many of these plays, you've got multiple options. You've got guys underneath, and then you also have the big wide receivers on the outside where they're trying to push the ball downfield. So where we were having issues in the last couple of weeks where Jordan's pushing it, there's other receivers that are open on intermediate routes. And he just keeps going downfield. And it's getting to be, I mean, everybody notices it now. The entire fan base notices it. And plus, he's not running. Now, on games where it's not a rival or it's not a big-time game, the secret that a lot of people know is he's being told not to run. You know, because he's not a big guy.
Yeah.
You know? Yes. But today he could run.
Yeah.
He had several spots where he could have run 7-8 yards and just started chopping it up. And because he's not running, the running game's really not opening up. I mean, Trey Benson's a great athlete. He is great from +2 yards past the line of scrimmage to the end zone. Oh, he's as good as there is in college football. But from 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage till that just past the line of scrimmage, he gets the happy feet looking for the hole. He doesn't hit it hard.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, and people have been talking about that for a long time about Benson. He can break a tackle better than anybody in the game. but he doesn't seem to have natural instincts, or he's not a natural running back. He's a tough, incredible athlete who breaks tackles, but he's not a natural running back.
You know, we've got a couple of natural running backs on the roster.
Rodney Hill, man.
Yeah, Rodney Hill, and then also Keziah Holmes. He didn't play last year, but he transferred in from Penn State. So, because the way he transferred, he wasn't eligible to play last year, even though he practiced with the team for the whole year. Both those guys run tough. We got 5-star running backs coming in next year that'll probably play right away.
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, the yardage is there in the run game. You're not going to get 10 yards every time you touch the ball. 4 yards is there all the time.
Yeah.
You know, Shipley will put his helmet down and he will try to carry you. Anyway, I could go on and on. I'm not really somebody that overreacts, but
I have to say, you know, I don't usually focus in on referee calls and stuff, but that pass interference on Green, man, that was bad. I mean, Collins stumbled out of his break into Green, and you could see Collins was disturbed because he slipped. Like, he had his head down. He's like, oh, man. And then that flag came out late. And, man, I blew a gasket here in the studios. That was a rough call. That was bad.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there were 2 or 3 that were just questionable on both sides. And I don't know what it is. They're not calling a whole lot of holding calls right there on the line of scrimmage now. I'm noticing the ACC officials have been notorious for years for just, you'll have a team that doesn't get penalized very much, and then the next week they get 15 penalties.
Yeah,
and it's certain crews, and
Seminoles right tackle number 63, he struggled today. I don't know the guy's name, but
he was struggling a lot.
Yeah.
But
all right,
man.
man.
Well, like I said, I was preparing to call in to take the L. I really was.
You got the W, baby. Got the W.
Well, we get a bye week, and then we get Virginia Tech, and then Syracuse. So
yes,
we got 3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks before we play Duke. We've got to get this stuff fixed. Today was a gift.
Yeah,
I know it's a gift. Today was a gift.
Yeah. All right. Well, take that gift, and you got about a month to go, and you play Duke, and that's going to be everyone's going to be all fired up for that game. That's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Jake, thank you, JD. I appreciate you calling us.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Thank you, man. Great. Congratulations.
Yeah, like I said, must have been my birthday or something. I don't know.
All right. Thank you.
Enjoy the show.
JD, Mr. Seminole, PATC's Mr. Seminole. He feels like Florida State got a little bit of a gift. He believes Florida State play calling, something is off. But you know what? Florida State has played LSU and Clemson. First 4 games of Florida State's schedule. LSU in a neutral field at Orlando, Florida, and Clemson on the road. And look where Florida State is. 4-0. 4-0. They got Duke at home. Florida State has set the table. Now they've set the table. They've eaten. They've dropped the fork. They dropped the spoon. They accidentally cut themselves with the knife. Thank goodness it was a butter knife, Boston College. But they've set the table, and I think they're ready to eat. And then that Duke game is going to be a big one, a massive one. Call us again. Call us here at 763-260-1333. Talk about this, the Florida State game or any game that's going on right now. We've got Oregon. We've got Colorado. I don't know what other game. We got Alabama and Ole Miss. We got Nebraska versus Louisiana Tech. Let's see here. Let me check the scores real quick here. Utah's up 7-0. Alabama 3, Ole Miss 0. Duke and UConn are tied at 0-0 in the first. The Terrapins are up 7-0 against Michigan State. But Michigan State is in the red zone. Louisville 7, Boston College nothing. Kansas, BYU just scored. Keaton Slovis, pass completed to Lassiter for 7 yards for a touchdown. And Texas Tech 3. The Mountaineers 0 in the first quarter. And that is, although the Mountaineers are driving, that is Nico Marchio's first start for West Virginia Mountaineers. BYU ties it up. Yep, Slovis touchdown pass. Colorado has equal skill players, but is small and lacks on both sides of the line. I predicted Oregon. I gave the minus 21 points just because I don't think Colorado's going to be able to stop Oregon's running game all day long. As an FSU, I'll take a gift. Black Rain. Well, it wasn't just handed to them. Florida State had to battle and get it, right? They had to battle it. Battle. And they got it done. They just did something they haven't been able to do for the last 7 years. The last 7 times they played Clemson. Or the last 8 times. Whatever the number is. They got it done. They beat Dabble Sweeney. They defeated Clemson. FSU is 4-0 with wins over LSU and Clemson. And still not firing on all cylinders. Florida State, man, they're stacked. They're absolutely stacked. They've got 5 or 6 guys who are going to be, they got more than 5 or 6 guys going to be playing the NFL on this roster, but 5 or 6 guys that are just about to burst on the NFL scene. But they played a team that was full of athletes, especially in that front 7 defense. Jordan Travis, he's tough, man. He's a tough dude. He wants it. Jared Verse came back because he wants it. Number 4, the 5th-year linebacker, he came back. He was Kalen LeBouch. I don't know how to say his last name. He came back with Jared Verse. They went to the ACC Media Days. This is what they were primed to do. To win these tough fights, to play in the ACC championship, to win that, and go to the college football playoffs. So we'll see. We'll see how they do now in the next couple weeks. They got a bye, then Virginia, then Syracuse, and then they play Duke. Colorado has the ball. They're down 7-0. Colorado's going to have to score a whole lot of points. Whole lot of points to keep up. Papa Cade, yo to you, sir. BYU, Utah. They're both playing right now. Let's take a look at the scores here. Utah is up 7-0. Let me switch something here real quick here. BYU, Kansas, tied at 7. Texas Tech up 3-0 over West Virginia. Oklahoma 20, Cincinnati 6. TCU 34, SMU 17. It's 3rd and 7 for Shedeur Sanders. And they're going to have to punt the ball, it looks like. It's going to be a long day for the Buffaloes, I think. Illinois and Florida Atlantic just started 0-0. Maryland's up over Michigan State 7-0. Louisiana Tech and Nebraska 0-0. I expect a low-scoring game in that one. Michigan won, defeated Rutgers early in the day, 31-7. Wisconsin defeated Purdue 38-17 last night. Again, Oregon's up 7-0 over Colorado. Utah's up 7-0 over UCLA in the Pac-12. In the SEC, Alabama 3, Ole Miss nothing. Texas A&M won earlier today, 27-10. Kentucky defeated Vanderbilt 45-28. Duke and UConn tied at 0-0. Miami, Florida, and Temple has kicked off. Miami, Florida has it on Temple's 7-yard line at 0-0. Louisville's up 7-0 over Boston College. As we just been saying since this post game started, Florida State 31, Clemson 24 in overtime. Syracuse 29, Army 16. Dino Babers has Syracuse Orangemen at 4-0. 4-0. And Marshall defeated Virginia Tech 24-17. Charles Huff, the head coach of Marshall's Thundering Herd, defeats an ACC school again. Again, they defeated an ACC school. Charles Huff is going to be he's going to be on some hot board list. He was on last offseason. He's going to be on the hot board list this offseason as well. Nathan Campbell said Ole Miss just scored. They're up 7-3. Papa Cade is sharing my side monitor with the Ute game, Greg. Thank you so very much. Everybody's saying that Ole Miss is up. What happened? What happened? Let's take a look. Yes, they did score. Jason Dart starts 4-5, 75 yards. 4-5, 70. So we got 7-3. 7-3. Gary says Colorado looks like they have nothing in the tank. I don't expect that they do. I don't expect that they do. Papa Cade says pick. Pick. Is he talking about Dante Moore getting picked? Did Dante Moore get picked by the Utes? Dante Moore has started the game 1 for 4, minus 4 yards in passing with 1 interception. Okay, give us a call. 763-260-1333. Oh, BYU pick, but the penalty negated it. Turnover by Utah. Utah just fumbled. Looks like Oregon's driving down the field again. Give us a call, 763-260-1333. This is our post-game. Seminoles versus the Tigers. Florida State wins 31-24. You can talk about anything you want in college football. There's Bucky Irving for the Oregon Ducks. It's going to be a long day for the Buffaloes defense. Ooh. I got a lot of different screens up right now. Louisiana Tech just missed a wide open receiver against Nebraska. Bo Nix in a shotgun. There's a flag. Duke is up 7-0. Thank you, AMAC. Appreciate it. Riley Leonard. Looks like Jordan Waters ran it in for Duke. Riley Leonard, 204 for 10 yards. They're up a quick 7-0 over UConn. UConn has started the season 0-3. Duke has started the season 3-0. Oregon, 3rd down and 10. Big down for the Colorado Buffaloes. They got to get off the field. Although Oregon might be in two down territory. Looks like they're at the Colorado's about 38-yard line, something like that. Yeah, 38-yard line. Bo Nix keeps it. Almost gets the first down. Close enough. Well, 4th and 2. 4th and 2 at the 30-yard line. I got to believe Oregon's going to go for it. Got to believe that the Oregon Ducks are going to go for it here. 4th and 2. Richard says they will. First down, Oregon. Steven Stingray, a good buddy of mine, on Twitter. Bama has the size advantage on Ole Miss running the ball. Why is Tommy Rees throwing the football? So stupid. People are finding out in the South about Tommy Rees what we were telling you about him in the off season. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Oregon with another first down, another first down. Kansas scores another touchdown. Jalen Daniels begins his game 7 of 10, 82 yards, a touchdown. Devin Neal, 4 carries for 33 yards. Trevor Cardell with a touchdown for the Kansas Jayhawks. They take a 14-7 lead. That's going to be a great game all game long. Touchdown drop by Bruins receiver Bucky Irving in the backfield. Former Gopher Bucky Irving. Give him the rock. They gave him the rock, but he got stuffed. It's third down. Richard says, oh my goodness, Oregon is just smashing Colorado's defense's nose tackle. Shedeur Sanders is on the sideline. Colorado's going to be coming down a little bit today, but what a successful first month of the season for the Colorado football team and the program. Bo Nix, they stuffed it. Colorado stuffed it, I think. 4th and 2, they threw the flag. Is that going to be on Colorado? Is that a late hit on Colorado? Yep, penalty on Colorado. Ooh. Florida State gave Clemson its first conference home loss since 2016. Let me repeat that. Florida State Seminoles gave Clemson its first conference home loss since 2017. That was 7 years ago. You're talking about a big psychological breakthrough for the Florida State Seminoles. You saw it happen today. First and goal, Oregon. Why did the Gophers lose Bucky Irving? Bucky Irving was contacted by the Oregon Ducks before he put his name in the transfer portal and was offered NIL money that Bucky Irving could not refuse. But Oregon played a little dirty. I've said that before, and it's not highly contested. No one is arguing the fact because it did happen that way. It caused a lot of consternation between Oregon and Minnesota. Same thing happened with Kai Thomas. Kai Thomas and Bucky Irving were in the backfield. They were both true freshmen. They both had great freshman year. Kansas State got in contact with Kai Thomas, and Oregon got in contact with Bucky Irving before either one of those players went into the portal, and they both left the program. But, I'm not going to hold that against Bucky Irving because knowing the family situation, everything, he took the NIL money, more money than what Minnesota could offer, at least at that point in time, and probably still now. So Bucky Irving went to the University of Oregon. But he had a sensational freshman year at Minnesota. Now Minnesota has a true freshman running back named Darius Taylor, who has won back-to-back Freshman of the Week award in all of the Big Ten. So we have another true freshman that is just looking absolutely sensational, Darius Taylor. And I know Dinky Town Athletics and the University of Minnesota are going to do all they can to try to keep Darius Taylor. But he's going to get offered big bags of cash after this year. Hopefully after he enters the transfer portal. But we'll see. Touchdown, Maryland. Will the Terps have 700 yards of offense? Maryland's going to be a problem this year. Maryland is absolutely going to be a problem this year. In Michigan State, well, not so much. Let me take a look here. Yeah. Michigan State's in a whole lot of trouble. Down 14-0. Give us a call. 763-260-1333. College football, anything college football post game. Seminoles versus the Tigers. Florida State wins in overtime. Oregon's up a couple touchdowns. Utah's up 7-0. Ole Miss is still up 7-3 over Alabama. End of the first quarter. Duke, number 18, Duke's up 7-0 over UConn. Number 20, Miami of Florida, is up 7-0 over Temple. Temple does have the ball, 2nd and 9 at the Hurricanes' 18-yard line. When the second quarter begins, number 23, Tennessee Volunteers, 7-0 over the Roadrunners. 7-0 over the Roadrunners, and Tennessee has the ball deep in UTS territory once again. The Buckeyes in Notre Dame Iowa and Penn State play later this evening, 7:30 Eastern Time and 10:30 Eastern Time. USC, Caleb Williams has the stage to himself. Late night game, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. USC versus Arizona State. Arizona State, Kenny Dillingham, the head coach, first-year head coach, is going to be playing Drew Pine because Rashada, their 5'4", 4.5-star quarterback, highly recruited quarterback, got injured. So he's out for many, many weeks. Drew Pine, the transfer from Notre Dame, is going to be quarterbacking Arizona State versus USC Trojans. 13-0 Oregon. Colorado has the ball. Ole Miss is up 7-3. Watching a little bit of Nebraska and Louisiana Tech. That game is 0-0. Louisiana Tech's going to punt it. That game might end up 0-0 going in overtime. It's going to be a very low-scoring game. Nebraska Cornhuskers lost running back number 1 and running back number 2 due to injuries. So that offense lacks a whole lot of skill at the skill positions. So they're going to struggle to score every single game the rest of the year. Nebraska 1-2. Louisiana Tech, the quarterback Hank Bachmeier. A pretty good quarterback for Boise State Broncos. Transfers and he goes to Louisiana Tech. I believe they will, Tony. Will Rutgers win 6 games? I believe they will. Shedeur Sanders back to pass. Tell you what, that number 4, you talk about all the other receivers on Colorado, he's become their most productive wide receiver. Harburg with a big-time run for Nebraska, the quarterback. Big-time run. Oh, that was roughing the quarterback and Shedeur Sanders. He got hit in the head. Caden's dad, I'm waiting for ACC powerhouse Stanford to play. Third and 10 for Colorado. Again, this is not a watch party. This is a post-game Seminoles and Tigers. Big-time game. Florida State, number 4th ranked in the nation, escapes and defeats Clemson 31-24. Big psychological lift for the Seminoles football program. Boy, Oregon's defense is legit. They're playing awfully good. Okay, we're going to close it up here. This is a post-game show. We're going to be coming back late tonight to talk about what happened between the Nittany Lions and the Iowa Hawkeyes. We're going to talk about what happened between Alabama and Ole Miss. We're going to come back late tonight and talk about the Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Notre Dame fight in Iowa. We're going to be coming on about 9:30, 10 o'clock Central Time. So buckle up, brace for impact, college football, week 4. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful games. Go ahead and watch the games and come back later tonight and get on the phone, give us a call, and we'll talk about everything. The aftermath of week 4. There's going to be some movement in the top 25. Going to be some movement? I think so. So welcome back tonight. Please come on into college football's Peek Around the Corner. Post-game, night games. It's going to be a lot of fun. Until next time, from all of us at PATC, to all of you, please, you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.